Hi, welcome to Making a Difference, the World of Giving. I'm Lisa Dietlin, and today we're going to talk about how to make an ask. Yes, how to make that dreaded fundraising ask that so many of us are fearful of really can become easy with a few simple steps. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is never asking for money at the first meeting. It's sort of like asking someone to marry you on the first date. It usually doesn't work. On occasion it might, but it usually doesn't. The first meeting or the first few meetings are about getting to know the individual that you would like to ask for a charitable donation to your nonprofit organization. Whether you're a volunteer or a paid staff person, you should think about it as relationship building. The second step is to always ask for permission to ask. Yes, I know it sounds kind of silly, but oftentimes we don't tell the person we're meeting with that we plan to ask them for a donation. We're sitting there at a lunch or meeting with really sweaty palms, dreading the ask, when in essence, if we had told them beforehand that we were going to ask them for money, they would be aware of it. So always ask for permission to ask. And what do I mean by that? When I'm meeting with somebody, I would say, we've had a lot of conversations about the good work the nonprofit organization on which I serve on the board is doing. And at our next meeting, I'd like to talk to you about further involvement. It could be with your time, and it could also be financial. Would that be okay if at our next meeting we had that discussion? You've asked for permission to ask. And then when the meeting comes, obviously you continue to exchange pleasantries and then say, remember at our last meeting, I asked if we could have permission to have this discussion. Remember three things: praise, pride, ask. When making the ask, praise the person for the things they've done in their community, whether it be they're a community leader, an outstanding member of their family, or they've been an outstanding philanthropist. Praise them for the good that they've done. Take pride in your organization. Share one or two really amazing things that your organization is doing, preferably related to where the ask is going to be. And then three, ask for consideration of a donation to the organization. By asking for a consideration, you're still leaving that little bit of leeway for the person to say, yes, I'll consider it, if something has changed between when you asked for permission to ask and now when the ask comes. The last step I would share is always have a next step. Always have a follow-up. Make sure the ball is in your court. You've asked a question, you deserve an answer. Ask if you can follow up in a couple of weeks. This is Lisa Dietlin, and you too can make a difference.